Okay, this is Madmaxed again, and we're going to go over Toragi the Frog. And Toragi the Frog, I did a video to show you how to take Toragi, beat all of Doom Tower normal Scarab King. Well, this one is to show you how to beat all of the Doom Tower Scarab Kings on hard. Now, the other build won't work for the hard, but this build works. This one does. Okay, so what you want with Toragi is you want a regen set. Now, there's better regen sets than what I got, but this is the best I had. Now, you want his speed up. And you'll notice, I got 2 rows into speed here and the accuracy there. I wish I had more speed. I wish I had more accuracy. And I wish I had more resist in him. Now, he got too many rows and some of the attacks down through here, but it's the gear that I had. Now, he got 3 rows in the HP and 1 in defense on the shield, which was really good. And usually you got some immortal sets laying around. You get this stuff all the time. Now you got an HP percentage chest. You want the speed with it. See, 2 of those went into the attack. I would rather had it go into the resist, but it didn't. Now I got HP gauntlets on him. I got speed boots on him. I've got, as far as the rings and the accessories, an HP. And see, that's all of it went into the wrong stat. And I'll probably replace that ring, but that's a blood shield ring, which gives you the 5% shield from the damage he does, and I don't have another one. All right, so I put a defense amulet on him, and I put a resist banner on him. Like I said, when I get my Great Hall up higher, I don't have hardly anything in the resist and accuracy so far. I've been putting more in defense, and I've been putting more into the HP. But this will go up by about another 60. So you're going to have almost 200 accuracy, and you're going to have around 275, which would be plenty of resist for the one I'm fixing to do, which is 50 level. And you need around 300 resist total to be able to make sure that he does, even at floor 100, where he doesn't steal any of your buffs and he doesn't actually provide, do the provoke. But the provoke's not a big deal anyway. All right, so let's look at his skills and why he's so good. Most of this skill right here is this number 3, and you have to have it booked. All right, so what he does is he heals himself by 25% max HP. Well, once you get him booked out, that's 40%. And then with the regen set on, and with the immortal set on, that's another 18%. So he's healing himself for 63%. And he also heals himself for another 2.5 to 5%, because a lot of times he has 1 or 2 poisons up. So he's getting 68% of his heals. I mean, that's an incredible amount of heals. Now, he's going to get a little bit of a shield from that blood shield ring, which helps you if you have one. Now, his passive is every time he gets attacked, he has a 50% chance of placing a poison for 2 turns. So he's always got 1 or 2 of these up, these poisons. So that helps with the heals. You don't have to turn this off. This does a lot of damage. It's not going to provoke him, but it's a good damage hitter. This will decrease the attacks if it, with a 40% chance once it's booked for a 30% with a 50% decrease. That also helps you. All right, let's look at his masteries. His masteries are basically the offensive line going down. You want this one because if he kills anything along the way, he's going to have an 18. He's going to have 18 extra speed. You want the tree down. Mostly, you want Lords of Steel because it adds 15% to all the stats in here. But you need this one. This is Spirit Haste. This is one you need to have because all the allies are going to die. Given he's the solo one, so he's going to go up by 24 in speed because of that. And this one is really nice to have because it increased his buffs by 30% chance for 1 turn. And a lot of times you have 4 turns on that reflect damage. And that's where a lot of your damage is coming in at because the Scarab King does amazing amounts of damage. And 30% of that damage isn't going to Toragi, it's going back on the Scarab King. Okay, so that's basically the masteries, that's basically the skills and the artifacts that you need to beat it. Now I'm just going to go in and we're going to do the run. I've already beat this thing 2 or 3 times. Now I've got, let me take 0 in. Okay, so I'm going to go in, and you notice I've got like high DPS champions. Now the reason I want those, I want to clear the waves out quick. I mean, I can put anything in, but anyway, so the only thing you need to do with this is when you come to the 3rd round is make sure when you get to the Scarab King that this thing is being not autoed, because if you auto this, you're going to die. And I wish I hadn't used that already, but okay. And as you'll notice, I mean, these guys are really fast. I mean, I can just sit down and I really want to keep that. I really want to do it this way because it'll be actually a little bit faster, because these guys, when they die, they just come up with an unkillable blot damage on their cells. So if I go in here and I do it myself, when this comes up, I can remove it with sear, and they're dead. And it makes it go a little bit quicker. Now you got to be out of auto before you hit the him anyway. You do not want this throwed right away. You do not want the A3. If you throw the A3, Toragi will die. It's just the way it is. I mean, because he's going to take all the damage for everybody else. You know, because with that Allied Protect, everybody will get the Allied Protect, and these guys are going to take an amazing amount of damage. As you can see, you know, 1 set of hits and they're almost half dead. This goes quick. Now we need Ninja to die. We can simply turn this on auto. And it's going to take about 15 minutes or so for this to finish. So what I'm going to do is pause it here and I'll come back at the end. But you'll watch, he'll sit down and he's got reflect damage up all the time. And he's going to sit down and he's going to get a lot of damage from that. I mean, that's where the damage multiplier comes in. And you know, he's going to loop him at times because he's a little bit faster. So he'll get an extra hit in. So that's another 18% heal. It's on top of that other. So he's back to full health. And he'll go down in health, come back, go down, come back. And the higher his health is, the better. But anyway, we'll be back close to the end. And remember, guys, if subscribe to the channel and post some comments if you like it. And give me a thumbs up if you will. Okay, guys, we're back and we're at 15 minutes and 20 seconds. So it's going to go about a 16-minute run. Takes about 500 turns, but it's a complete solo from Toragi, as you saw. And this is way better than, like, if you can get Samar to do it. And I've got him and I've used him to kill him, but it's kind of hit or miss because he doesn't do nearly as much damage as a much longer run. It's going to go about 15. It'll go just about to the max of 1,500 runs. And it's going to take over an hour or so with him. It's just the way it is, you know. But Taragi's much quicker, he's much faster, and he does a much better job. And most of it is because of that reflex that you see here. And so we're about to kill him. Probably the next hit or two is probably going to take him out. And we're at 16 minutes. I would have thought it would have already been dead. It didn't like it even taking any damage at this point, but you know, that's the way it is. All right, so as you can see, he did 9 million points worth of damage. And the other ones, they just did the damage on the The mobs, the first two mobs, they died really fast in here. But anyway, that's the run, guys. That's how you build him. That's how you use him for Scarab King for all the hard floors. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope it helps you beat the Scarab King and Doom Tower hard. And remember to subscribe to the channel.